Hi, I'm Corey. Today I'm going to teach you the easiest way to build a war clan roster. Don't be intimidated. I taught a guy who didn't even know how to get on the internet. So you're here, you're already way ahead. So you're going to need to jump on your laptop or your personal computer, and you're going to need software that reads PDFs. You probably got one built in, but if not, you can go straight to WitchBorn.com and click that Shop Rosters button. Near the bottom is a link to download Adobe Acrobat Reader. I always recommend Adobe Acrobat Reader just because it's free and they invented the technology. The site will take you through the steps that you need to download it. Now you're going to need a roster to work on. For all you folks that bought the Enter Perdition box set, there's a big note. First thing you see when you open the box, on the back it tells you how to download 6 free rosters. And if you didn't get the box set, no fear. Let's just go back to WitchBorn.com and again click on Shop Rosters. There are 6 different war clans you can choose from. Today we're going to be working on dwarves, but there's elves, guild, everything else. And you can kind of see that there's 3 color choices for each war clan. There's no difference between, any of the elf war clan rosters or the dwarf war clan rosters, etc., other than the skin that it comes with. So you can add whatever color you select to your cart and go ahead and check out. Your screen's going to look a lot like this, and it's going to have any digital purchases that you made. And the nice thing is, anytime I make updates to anything, your downloads are already uploaded to the newest version for free. I'm just going to click the download button, and it's going to download it for me. And wow, it's going to look like an absolute mess the way Chrome opens it up. I'm going to want to hit this download button, and I'm going to save it to a rosters folder that I have on my hard drive. And then we'll show you the right way to do it. I can go ahead and sign out of my account. So believe it or not, the hardest part is done. Let's have some fun. So with Enter Perdition, you get 6 war clan books. We're doing the dwarves today, and I'm going to want you to turn to page 4. You can see that we've got a list of all the available dwarfs in the war clan. We're going to forget about the spellcaster for now. You're going to need 8 warriors. You've got to have a leader. In this case, it's the Jarl. And you can't spend more than 90 gold on your initial 8 guys. You can have more than 8. I don't recommend it, but you can do it. Well, the gold piece value is here, and we've got to start with the Jarl for 12. And of course, it makes sense that the guys who cost more have better skills or ability scores, so I'm going to want to start there. So I'm going to definitely take the Dragon Hunter for 15. I can only get 1 of those. I can also get 1 Axe of the Jarl for another 15. And I'm going to see if I can get both Bolt Hunters. Just to be frugal, let's go a Binder. Binder is only 6. And we're trying to keep that within a total of 90. So let's quickly add that up. We're at 70 even with our first 6 guys. So I know I can definitely get the 2 Carls to round out my group, and that'll only put me at 86. So I'm 4 under what I needed to be. I've got a remainder of 4. I also get 35 gold to equip these guys with. So I've got 39 gold to spend, and this isn't really the proper place to talk about strategy of how to build that war clan right away. A better place is on YouTube. Check out Raising the Witchborn. You want to look at Dwarf Basics. It's a whole hour that we did with Skirmish Supremacy's podcast, and we talk about what makes dwarves great and what you want. I'm going to spend some time with the book, see how I want to spend the leftover gold, and then we'll show you how to enter it into the PDF. So I've roughly planned out what I want to do with my roster, who I want to add, the equipment that I'm going to get. So now I'm going to go back and launch that ice roster that I've downloaded. And it's going to come up and bounce a little bit and disappear. And if you've just downloaded ACROBAT, one of the defaults in here is idiotic. And so I'm going to want to go up under Preferences, and I'm going to turn off this highlight color. Show border hover color for fields. We'll get rid of that. Otherwise, your whole screen's going to be covered with all this weird blue nonsense. You've got the front page of your roster. There's just these white blockers. There's a bunch of stuff hiding underneath. Nothing to worry about. You can always cover something up you accidentally click on by hitting the WitchBorn button, and that will turn everything back to white once the screen stops bouncing. The reason why it bounces a little bit is there are about 2,000 hidden icons and little buttons and stuff in there. For our purposes, we don't need all that, but when you get to an advanced user, there's some nice mnemonic devices you might want to use. What we are going to be interested in is this button down here, the Add Warriors button. We know we've got 8 warriors, so I want it to fill in warrior number 1 through warrior number 8. I bought a Jarl, so I'm going to hit that checkbox. And I did buy 2 Bolt Hunters, an Axe of the Jarl, the Dragon Hunter, and the Binder. And those little numbers there are recommendations on where they're going to be located. So the Jarl's going to be put in position 1 up here. Bolt Hunter number 2, I like him being in position number 2, so I'm going to type in 2. I'm going to put Bolt Hunter number 3 and number 3. If you want to put them in different slots, then just type a different number than what is suggested there. And 8. Okay, that's 6 of our guys. What about those 2 Carls that I got on there? Well, the program knows to automatically put the Carls on anything that you don't specify. Now I'm going to hit the OK button here, and depending on the speed of your processor, this could take a while. My processor's really slow. This is a 9-year-old laptop, so it is going to give me that spinning wheel of death for a little bit. So I'm going to walk away, get something to drink, and we'll get back to it. All right, so it's just going to pop up when it's done, and you're going to get this little JavaScript window that says Warriors populated 1 through 8. I'm just going to hit OK. We've got all 8 guys in there. We got our Jarl and our Bolt Hunters and our Axe and all our guys in position. The next thing you're going to want to do is save. If you don't know the key command to do that, just go up under the File menu and hit Save. All right, and then I've got to go back to my sheet and enter all the items that I've purchased for my guys. And I'll just do my Jarl for you. First thing, I'm going to name them. Nobody believes me, but if you don't name your guys, they do worse. They need names. I've got a name, and I decided to buy studded leather armor. If I go to the armor section, you're going to see that studded leather adds a +3 defense bonus. So I'm going to type in the 3 there and hit tab, and when I do, it's going to change that 5 to an 8. It has a speed penalty of 0, and it has a gold piece cost of 5. So I'm going to hit tab again and put in the 5. You can certainly use a fist if you want to, but I chose to buy my Jarl, since he's one of my most important guys, a Warhammer. And if I look at the stats for Warhammer, used one-handed, and I've got to use it one-handed because I'm going to have that shield in the other hand. He's going to make 1 attack per turn, so I leave that untouched. It's a +0 weapon. That doesn't mean that I do 0 damage. I always get to add my strength to my melee weapon. It's actually going to be +3 to my rolls, and it has no injury modifier. So that's good as is. I may want to write in some special notes there, and I'm going to put the cost of the Warhammer, which is 3 gold. Now I mentioned that I have the shield skill, and I decided I want to be able to use that shield skill, so I'm going to add, whoops, I'm going to spell it correctly. I'm going to add shield to my armor there. It doesn't change my defense bonus, but it does cost 1 gold, so now those 2 items together cost 6. And you can see that's starting to change my dwarf's value down here. Even though he only cost me 12, he's already worth 21, and that's already starting to total into my war clan value. I said I wasn't going to do any advanced stuff, but if you want a quick mnemonic to remind you that you've got the shield, you can light that up, and that tells you that you've got the shield skill and you block all those shield hits. Next, I'll jump to my bolt hunter, and then I'll just continue on. I'll get all the basic equipment that I bought built in, and I'll show you that my guys add up to 125 in value. Okay, so it took me a little time to get everything figured out. You can see that my war clan value is now 125, so that means everything adds up because that's the starting war clan. The only thing I can guarantee you is your war clan won't be very good, but you should be playing against other people who don't have good war clans as well. You're going to want better armor, better weapons, and some of the magic treasures that you're going to find in the adventures. One last thing to do here is pick the icon, and I want the drinking mug. You can see underneath, you could go blank, or you could get back to the Rune of Dur, but I want the mug. And then you got to name your war clan. It's really important. This one's going to be the Cold Ones. I'm going to add my name in there. This is one big file, so if you select everything, you're going to erase the thing that says dwarves, which some people want to do, some people don't want to do. But I'm just going to type in Corey and call that a day. Very important. Save it again. Now you can print. Go up under the print menu, file, print. You want to click actual size because the default on ACROBAT is that it's going to shrink down the document. I've already left enough room on the borders. Here's the little cheat sheet that comes with Enter Perdition. You can see it should fill your sheet kind of like that. And you really only need to print the current page or page 1 because everybody's on front. But as your war clan gets better and you start to add guys, you'll jump to the back page. All right, so you'd hit print and you're done. I hope you found that pretty easy. If not, I can always answer questions on the YouTube page, the WitchBorn Facebook page, or the new Talk WitchBorn group. Any of those, I'm pretty responsive. And so I just want you to get in and get your roster built and start playing. Have some fun. All right? See you next time.
For the WitchBorn, death is only the beginning.